Well, good afternoon. My name is Bob, and today I'm going to cut to the chase. Normally I take a walk around my showroom, but this time I'm not, because I want to focus more of my energy on this particular bike. I think because of the way the bike was built, in some ways it's underwhelming. For me, it's overwhelming, and I'll be very specific about why. I went to college to be a machinist and welder, and I did a lot of fabricating when I was younger. Actually worked with a guy who built Formula race cars, and he also built reproduction Cobras, which I did a lot of fabricating work. So when I approach a bike like this, I look at it from many different standpoints, not the least of which is the quality of craftsmanship, which this bike is exceptional. I'm going to start with the aluminum. This is all hand-formed aluminum. The rear tail section, the oil tank, the fuel tank, and the front fender. For those of you probably not familiar with hand-formed aluminum, that's not a simple process, and this is all brushed aluminum. Again, you could polish the aluminum and make this a real brilliant-looking bike from one sense, but herein lies the beauty of what this gentleman did on this bike. He deserves kudos for what he did, because it's a simple implementation, which is not very easy to do. It's very easy to make things complicated, not very easy to make things simple. And this bike is so clean. The wiring is done impeccably. All of the types of instrumentation, which is minimal, was very well chosen. Exhaust pipes, all stainless steel, TIG welded together. I went to college to be a TIG welder, so I'm very familiar with welding. The quality of craftsmanship on these are reverse cone megaphones. That's what you would have found in 1969 and 70 with these as a race bike in 1970. The Honda won the Daytona 200, really put this motor and bike on the map. Brings me to the next point. Why would anybody use a sandcast motor and frame? And these are from the history. These did come from the factory as a bike, as a frame and a motor. Who would build a bike like this out of this? Well, therein lies another part of the beauty of what this bike is. It is completely unique. Some of the other bikes that have sold on Bring a Trailer, built by the same gentleman who built this, with sandcast motor, went for $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. This guy did a beautiful job, and he used racing key-in carburetors. Those are what they call smoothbore carburetors. The airflow going through the Venturi is smooth and lined on the inside, so they have no turbulence of airflow going into the engine. These have Marzocchi forks, front and rear shocks. This is a BMW front hub and discs with the master cylinder cleverly hid underneath the tank. It's not on the handlebars like most of the times they are. That's a classic BMW design. He implemented that. Look how clean the handlebar componentry is. It's gorgeous. Another thing in fabrication, if you look at the pipes, the symmetry of the pipes and the way they were built, these just don't magically happen that way. It is from a skilled craftsman who does this kind of work. It was another job that I had. I actually built exhaust systems for a company in California. So again, I'm quite familiar with the way this bike was built, and I think the last auction when I bought this, which in my case was an absolute bargain on the bike, I don't think it was very well represented or seen. I don't think most people even understand the details to this bike and what goes into making a bike of this quality. Beautiful set of rear sets. Again, very, very simple and adjustable. I will do a start run at some other point in time, not at the moment. I just really want to focus on the details of this particular bike, even the use of button head Allen screws here and there on the bike. They were just done beautifully, and the bar end, which is very reminiscent, those are bar end turn signals on both sides. They have a light, LED light on the inside here. That's old school BMW. That's what the old models used to have. Again, don't have to have rear turn signals because they're on the front, on the outside edges of the handlebars, so you can see them from the front and you can see them from the back. The formation of that tank is gorgeous. Again, when I look at this from a fabrication standpoint, I am overwhelmed, certainly not underwhelmed. So hopefully I'm spending a little bit more time on this to show those of you who are not familiar with the details of this bike, the details of it that make it really quite a spectacular bike. Besides being a sandcast, it's quite the unique motorcycle as a cafe racer. So good luck to those of you who are bidding. Hopefully those who do have a little bit better education about this bike and what it offers. Very, very high quality build. Good luck to all of you bidding.